So, some people involved with the shooting of The Walking Dead or that live around the area have taken photos of the set they're building for some scenes in Season 9, and likely the location where Rick and the others will first encounter the Whisperers. It's possible the photos are set in The Walking Dead's Washington, D.C. After all the time that has passed in the show from the time skip, it would make sense that Rick's group would explore outward more as they got more comfortable with living in peace. Like, there are many tents in this shot, so some group does live there, at least temporarily, having the tents act as living quarters, because there's really no other reason to have tents indoors. This is likely an extension of Rick's group, either the Kingdom or the Hilltop, just camping out in a city-like area in search of more resources. But on a side note though, I know these aren't the final results, because it's clearly a work in progress, but I wonder what the Walking Dead crew will do about the grass in the area in the background there. That grass is very much cut and kept. In an apocalyptic world, it should be overrun, like filled with weeds. Hell, I'd also imagine some moss creeping up on the walls of the buildings. But I guess that's the problem with shooting the show in a city. It's way more expensive than shooting inside a forest or some kind of reusable set, like Alexandria or the Hilltop. After Maggie got the instruction book from Georgie, a very strange scene in hindsight, that would allow them to build a more civilized community that has the potential to allow people to live out more normal lives like how they were before the apocalypse happened. And based on what happens in the comics, we know that food shortages are not really a factor in Season 9, at least they shouldn't be. The Hilltop are farmers after all, and they're certainly going to be way better at it after the time skip. It's more likely them looking for supplies or medicine or equipment of some kind, or even looking for new groups, which I guess they might find. At the very least, we know some scenes are going to take place in a location that's supposed to represent the old government, so it should be interesting to see the contrast. And what I mean by that is it's easy to say that you live in a zombie apocalypse, but you kind of forget that you do after you spend so much time living in the woods away from the cities. Because we, as an audience, we don't generally live in the woods, and we don't experience that realness of it. So having the shots of Rick's group in a city would add some of that spark that The Walking Dead has lost over time. So, as I alluded to in the beginning, it would make sense that this would be the location Rick's group would encounter the Whisperers, as it would explain also why Negan wasn't aware of them during all of the time he spent in the main area we got in Season 7 and 8. So their introduction will likely be some kind of ragtag small group of Ricks accidentally running into one of them on their by-the-numbers supply run. At least that's what I'm predicting. So also, I know AMC must be aware that people want Rick's group to leave Alexandria. I personally don't think they will at all for Season 9 or even 10. The several year time skip seems like it should be enough to simulate a new environment for the audience, creating some new exciting problems they will face as well. Fans, I think, will just have to adjust to staying in a single area for a very, very long time. We do have a new showrunner for Season 9, Angela Kang. It's definitely going to have a different feel. I do have confidence in this new showrunner. She will likely produce a very exciting season. Let's just hope that it's the step in the right direction and away from the artsy stuff that The Walking Dead has becoming more known for. And that's not really a compliment. Very, very long, drawn-out shots of people's faces isn't really innovative or fun to watch. It kind of just eats up time. But that's just my personal opinion on that little topic. Anyways, as usual though, thank you for stopping by, and I'll see you in the next video.